She's #1 at being dumb, the new face of the DNC. Gather round, cause that's our Jazzy.
So today we got Jasmine Crockett on the hot seat. The Fox News panelists on the Gutfield show, they are getting in on her. I'm talking about they're dragging her, calling her ghetto and everything. And it doesn't really hit. And it doesn't really hit until Tyrus gives in his 2 cents about Jasmine Crockett. He goes in on her. He drags her real bad. Let's get into this clip.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. Jasmine Crockett still conceals the meaning of Hot Wheels. The Texas Congresswoman still won't apologize over making fun of Texas Governor Abbott's disability. Here's what she said that kicked it off.
We in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Whoa.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey. So,
Now, she claims that she wasn't talking about Abbott's wheelchair at all. Yet she's mentioned Abbott's wheels before. In 2022, she posted Beto's rolling around the state. Where's Abbott rolling to? And according to the Washington Free Beacon, Crockett also liked several Facebook comments referring to Abbott as Hot Wheels back in 2021. But is Jazz having an identity crisis? This is her now.
It's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like, hard, right? Like, there is no niceties with him.
And to be clear, free speech is not about whatever it is that y'all want somebody to say. And the idea that you want to shut down everybody that is not Fox News is bull. We need to stop playing because that's what y'all are doing in here.
But wait, this was her before she went to D.C.
It's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need.
Tyrus! I come to you for no particular reason. Can you please explain to me what happened to that young, smart,
I'll take it from there, Governor. I'm going to explain to you what happened.
Okay.
Same thing that happened on this show.
Yes.
She got the job. That was the get the job voice. Remember when I first met you? Good evening, Gutfeld. It's
Yes.
nice to meet you. It's a real pleasure to be here. Oh, cool. Once I got the job, what it is, let's crack jokes. So that's all it is. That's all it is. You know, it's just you gotta to get the job. You know, you gotta leave the Negro at home and do the what it is afternoon, and then once you get in, you can say whatever you want to say. Listen, everyone talks different with their crew and their people. Everyone has a different way of talking when they're with other people or whatever. She's too comfortable, and she thinks she's clever when she does that. But here's the cold part. Somebody's writing that for her.
Yeah.
That's why she had to remember and look back, because apparently Hot Wheels she thought was going to be someone thought it was a wonderful joke and it was going to do well. So she set it up, but she doesn't read good because she's like, and this, and then she said the Hot Wheels, and as soon as she said it, it didn't get the reaction that she thought it would. So then she paused again. So again, when you have people write, this is why when white people write black slang, weird happens. Yeah. And this is what happens. Well, like, if
Jasmine Crockett went from congresswoman to class clown real quick. You don't mock somebody with a disability and then pretend it was just a joke that wasn't about their wheelchair. Governor Hot Wheels, come on. It's right there. It is a little funny, but it's kind of messed up. That kind of stuff just doesn't slip up out of nowhere, you know. Tyrus hit her with the facts and finesse, no yelling, no overreacting. Just surgical strikes. He called out the script. He even said that somebody's writing for him. The slangs and the fake act and all that was right, because it sounds like she's now being authentic. And it was just an all-around political performance, basically, is what they're saying. Straight out of some DNC TikTok playbook. She went from yes, ma'am, I want to serve the people to I speak jive, mama, in under 12 months. Like, come on, that's not growth. That's pandering. And if you tell me, she's not gonna win anything acting like that.
If I wanted to get ethnic on somebody, I wouldn't call Joe and be like, hey, Joe, write me some hood. No offense, Tyrus, I get right to it. Gee Willikers, that's not the guy. What? That doesn't sound like Joe Mackey?
Listen, I can write you some hood. White people crazy. They pay taxes, stuff like that. Right? All right. Crazy ass crackers going to the movies and not talking. See, here's showing up on time.
Didn't you work for? Weren't you on the Def Jam comedy?
I've done every urban. You can only hold the white man down so long. I was the first white comic on Def Jam.
Yeah.
It was on for 5 years, then I went on, and so.
Were you the token?
What's that?
Were you the token?
I hate myself. I was so This was 25 years ago. And, if I went on now, I would just sit down and talk. I walked out like, I'm like, like, and I looked back at it. I mean, I did grow up in an all-black neighborhood in Princeton. And no, in Plainfield. I grew up in a black neighborhood. But I pandered when I was on the show. But I did all the urban shows, BET, the Apollo, all of them, Hey, it is what it is, bro.
Kennedy, how long is she going to keep this thing that she wasn't talking about, the wheelchair?
Yeah. Come on, babe, you're full of and all that, Jasmine. I think what happened was AOC was like, you guys, I need to triangulate and be serious now because I'm going to be a senator. So someone has to be a talking attention whore. Who's it going to be? And Jasmine raised her hand and goes, excuse me, Congresswoman Cortez, I speak jive.
So I just gotta say the truth. When a politician starts to joke around about hitting people in the head just because they disagree about something, that's not funny. That's just dangerous. Jasmine Crockett, sometimes she do act out of pocket, not gonna lie. She didn't just cross the line. She went off the whole map. And maybe her mama didn't raise a dummy, but the Democratic Party sure raised a loud one. And if they thinking they gonna win and putting all their eggs on that basket, man, they're gonna have to find somebody else. So I'm gonna just leave it there on this segment. What do you guys think? You think Tyrus went far? Was he too harsh? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
And Jasmine raised her hand and goes, excuse me, Congresswoman Cortez, I speak jive.
What it is, mama.